Hi guys, Creative Lauri here. Welcome. Well, today we're going to be doing some food prepping. I had made some pico de gallo back November last year, and this is what was left over. It's defrosting. Same with the sausages for my dad, all from the food bank. Everything that was here was made from the food bank. And this ground beef. Everything was sort of frozen for a while, so I'm just defrosting it, taking my time. In the meanwhile, had soaked the beans the night before and started cooking them in the morning, and pretty much everything is defrosted now. I think the only thing I bought was the cilantro for the pico de gallo. Okay, anyways, I like to use it in different ways, and I'll show you how in the next clip. So here is a pico de gallo. I'm going to mix it with a bunch of eggs. The eggs I did buy. We were getting eggs from the food bank, and then it just stopped because I think there are so many more people. But you'll see how it ends up looking. You put the pico de gallo, I drained it, and I put just the veggies into the steaming skillet. And then, kind of browned it, cooked it down, added the eggs to it. It's delicious, by the way. And then for my dad, I cut all of these into little pieces across the way horizontally, as you can see, because they're already cut vertically. And I put them in my toaster oven, and that works really easily for me. So I have this frozen half and half. We used to get a lot of these also. So I take my bread knife and cut it into quarters, sometimes fifths. And I've already chopped up all my veggies for a stir fry. So we have celery, broccoli, red onions. I think that was it in the stir fry. I thought originally I was going to use that little bit of the half and half to make it into a curry, but we decided just to have it as a nice stir fry. And I just put it in the freezer, and it's really great to make curries or whatever, something creamy. So this was the leftover pico de gallo that I had left, and I'm going to put into that rice and also the juice as part of the water. It kind of separated because I put it in the refrigerator for a little bit. So in it goes, added more water. I actually added a little too much water, but I did add a lot of, I rinsed out the bag, and I think that's what tipped it over as too much water, but it was fine. I had a lot of rice in there. Then look how beautiful this is. So these are the onions first, and I did put garlic. Oh, that was the other thing. I did do the garlic, and some of the broccoli fell in there. Some of the broccoli, which was organic from the food bank, I had to cut away because it was starting to go. But I went over everything thoroughly. I didn't waste anything. That was good. And everything goes. And, it just makes a huge pot. Sometimes when you get a bunch of produce and you just don't know what to do with it, or it's the last bit of the produce that you gotten from the food bank, or even if you bought it, whatever, and you need to use it up, sometimes a stir fry is just really great for that. You can add tofu, you can add chicken, you can add cashews, peanuts. It was delicious, and we put it over rice. Okay, here are these little tacos that I had made, because we had these really big flour tortillas, and they're just too big. So I cut it into a peace sign. So it made 3 like little street tacos, and this was for my dad. We had this chicken loaf, rotisserie chicken loaf from the food bank. So I just put in a little bit of enchilada sauce that I had, and kind of steamed it or sautéed it. Now we're gonna put some pico de gallo that I made a different time. Yeah, it was a totally different time, and look how it's great. And I have all that left for other tacos for me because I don't eat meat. And my dad loved it. I put cheese on there, and sometimes we don't have cheese, but I was having trouble folding them. But you get the gist of seeing like little tacos, easy to pick up, packed with protein and vitamins and fiber and all that good stuff from veggies. Okay, I had to roast these Brussels sprouts. I'm making some rice again. So stir fries with rice or roasted veggies is always good. I try to always do half brown rice, half white rice. I put tons of I added onions to it and some, I think the tops of the red onions, like how they sprout. Put tons of spices. Paprika is always my favorite. And then we had that over rice. And then my dad had something else with it, though I don't remember. I roasted some beautiful tomatoes we got, onions and serrano peppers and garlic in the roaster. I do it in my toaster oven. So sometimes I feel like if it's going, get another thing in there afterwards. It's hot and ready to go. So I ended up blending it and made it into that salsa there in the middle next to the sour cream. That's just a little bit that was left, but oh my God, it was so good. So I have here some refried beans in a can that I had done. Here's my sauce, my salsa. I did buy the sour cream. I chopped up some onions that I got from the food bank and the lettuce, and I'm making myself like a little, I did half of it so you could see. It's like a 7-layer dip. The beans, the onions, some cheese, the lettuce, and I added more onion actually, and I don't remember why I was pointing to that container, but I have some beans left over, so that made 2 more meals, and it was great with these chips. These I got from Target. They were on sale, Good and Gather organic, and it's the blue tortilla with flaxseed, and it comes, you know, it's very tasty, and it was perfect for my dip, my nachos, and I loved it. I had this like actually 3 days in a row, and it was just lovely. Okay guys, so here I have, I made a huge pot of stew. Well, I had the help of the beef stew from the food bank. It comes in like a little Mylar type bag, and here are the details about it. Here's some beef broth that I also received, and I had some leftover curry that I had made. It had a little bit of everything like beans, potatoes, and I think carrots, and edamame. Okay, so I wanted to use it up, and I didn't want to just, you know, kale, that's right, also kale. I added it to that, the container of that beef stew. So it stretched it out, and I added some beef broth to it because it was a little thick and really high in sodium, so I watered it down also. So here it is for my dad, and he really liked it. He's, you know, it's a little watery here, but the next, I didn't add the water to the other part. So my friend dropped by with some cornbread, and that was perfect with the stew, so I didn't add any more water to that portion of it. It's a great way to kind of dilute like a high sodium thing that you get from the food bank. And then I also added more water to what I had the leftover of my curry. So it made a nice soup. All right, guys, I hope this gives you some great ideas on what to use and do from the food bank, and combine things, combine what you have into what you're given, water it down, add some broth. You know, when you have something that you made and you're a little tired of eating it the way I was tired of eating the curry, then I added water to the curry, and it was like a lovely soup. So my dad loved it. Just use what you have. I hope this gives you some great ideas and inspiration, and not give up, and just to be thankful and feel blessed about what you're able to receive, because I sure am, and I'm so happy and grateful for everything that I have gotten. So I hope this is good for you all, and hope you like this type of kitchen vlog. Please give me a thumbs up, and please subscribe, and I will see you all very soon, and please leave a comment because I love to engage. Bye!